Present for today's pre-bid conference, our back chairman, Engineer Jose Wilson Manongsong, our back vice chairman, Engineer Oscar Grimit, back members, Engineer David L. Palaganas, Engineer Ratlin Ñones, and Engineer Region Taka. Also with us, the municipal engineer of LG Villasis, Engineer Vladimir Torres, sir. For the technical working group, headed by Engineer Reynald Barrera, Architect Camille Isid. For the back secretariat, headed by your colleague, Engineer Manuel Vincidi Jr., the back secretariat members, Madam Brenda Morales, Madam Annie Marid, and Mr. Rolando Morales. Since the majority of the back members are present, there is a quorum.
Thank you, Sir Manny. Today's procurement activities, the pre-bid conference, civil work project. The first one with contract ID 24AI 0076, improvement of road at Laoac, Pangasinan. And the second project with contract ID 24AI 0077, improvement of road at Sison, Pangasinan. Third project with contract ID 24AI 0078, improvement of road at Villasis, Pangasinan. And the fourth and last project with contract ID 24AI 0079, improvement of road at Alcala, Pangasinan. This pre-bid conference is being conducted to give the prospective leaders a chance to clarify other issues relating to the contract and the project. However, attendance is not mandatory for our prospective leaders. Now, this juncture, may I call on the head of the technical working group, Engineer Reynald Barrera, to discuss the eligibility, technical, and financial requirements of the contracts we meet.
Thank you, sir. We will now discuss the eligibility, technical, and financial requirements. Documents to be submitted by the bidders. Bid submission will be done manually or electronically/online. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. Similar to manual submission, the guidelines for the preparation and submission of an electronic bid are contained in BDS ITB Clause 21 as per DEO 87 Series of 2020. Electronic submission and receipt of bids for the procurement of civil works contracts. All electronic bids must be sent to the email address electronicbids_Pangasinan3@dpwh.gov.ph. Each bidder shall submit one original copy of the first and second components of its bid. Checklist of technical and financial documents. Technical proposal. Class A documents. For legal documents, valid Pilgrim's registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages in accordance with section 8.5.2 of the IRR. For technical documents, statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract. Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules. Special pickup license in case of joint ventures and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. Original copy of bid security, if in the form of surety bonds, submit also certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. The bid validity period and bid security validity period should be 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. The bidder shall submit a bid securing declaration or any form of bid security enumerated below. Cash or cashier's or manager's check issued by a universal or commercial bank, or bank draft or guarantee, or a revocable letter of credit issued by a universal or commercial bank. The amount of bid security should not be less than 2% of ABC. For surety bond carryable upon demand, issued by a surety or insurance company that is certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security, the amount of bid security should not be less than 5% of ABC. Project requirements which shall include the following: organizational chart for the contract to be bid, list of contractors' key personnel, for example, project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, and foremen to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience date. For project manager, project engineer, and foreman, the minimum years of similar experience should be 5 years, while for materials engineer, he or she should be DPWH accredited materials engineer 1. List of contractors' major equipment unit which are owned, leased, and are under purchase agreement, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment, lessor or vendor for the duration of the project, as the case may be. An original dolly sign omnibus sworn statement, and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. For financial documents, the prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity (NFCC) is as follows: current assets minus current liabilities multiplied by 15, minus value of unfinished projects, including awarded projects not yet started, coinciding with the contract to be bid. For Class B documents, if applicable, the design joint venture agreement in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR, in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the GBA in the instance that the bid is successful. For financial proposal, original of the design and accomplished financial bid form and other documentary requirements under RA 9184, original of the design bid prices in the bill of quantities, duly accomplished detailed estimates form, including a summary sheet and cash flow by quarter. Criteria and procedure for detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification, and award. The financial component of the bids of each past bidder shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections for computational errors, and thus determine the total calculated bid prices. The BAC shall automatically disqualify any total calculated bid prices which exceeds the ABC. The following factors are to be considered in the evaluation of bid prices. First one is completeness. No price in required item non-complying. Indicating a zero or a dash means free to the GOP. All prices are deemed to include all taxes. Bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including where applicable BOQ, shall be considered non-responsive. For arithmetical corrections, bid prices in figures versus words, words prevails. Total price versus unit price per item, unit price prevails. Total price versus actual sum of component items, actual prevails. Unit cost in detailed estimate versus unit cost in BOQ, latter prevails if above ABC, non-complying. For post-qualification, the verification of the following legal requirements is needed: licenses, certificates, permits, and non-inclusion in blacklist. For technical requirements, single largest completed contract, SLCC, similar to the contract. Key personnel, minimum work experience requirements should be satisfied. Availability and commitment of major construction equipment. Failure of the prospective bidder to state a complete technical description of the pledged equipment and the specific bidder location, whether owned, leased, or under purchase agreement, shall result in the bidder's automatic post-disqualification for award of contract and forfeiture of its bid security per DO 58 series of 2012. Performance in ongoing government and private contracts, negative slippage of at least 15% in any one project, or negative slippage of at least 10% in each of two or more contracts. Failure of the contractor to commence repair work and complete ongoing contracts in the prescribed date after receipt of notice of defects and deficiencies. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works and contracts with pending certificate of acceptance in the prescribed date after the receipt of notice of defects and failures. Substandard quality of works or unsatisfactory performance per contract term and conditions at the time of inspection. Liquidated damage currently imposed on the contractor. DO 127 series of 2008 strict application of RA 9184 in the conduct of post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH. Authenticity and correctness of bid security. For financial requirements, audited financial statements, especially current assets and liabilities. Up-to-date value of all outstanding or uncompleted works under ongoing and awarded contracts. Updated NFCC versus ABC. Notes on personnel and equipment requirements of the project. If a proposed key technical personnel is an employee of the bidder working on another project at the same time of the bidding, the bidder shall submit a certification that the personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded the contract. And second, he or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office. The bidder may propose a key technical personnel who is not its employee, provided that the said personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if it is awarded the contract under bidding. These certifications shall be included in the first envelope of the sealed bid. Also to be verified during post-qualification is the set of equipment pledged by the bidder. The bidder should specify in the submitted bid the location of the equipment where they can be inspected. If any equipment is not in the specified location, then the bidder shall be posed disqualified. Contract of award. The contract shall be awarded to the bidder as bid has been determined to be the lowest calculated and responsive bid, as a result of the detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted. The successful bidder shall be notified through the issuance of notice of award within the validity period and must be confirmed by the successful bidder in writing within 10 days upon receipt thereof in accordance with Section 37.2.2 of 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. Common reasons for rejection of bids and eligibility and post-disqualification of bidder. Failure to submit original copy of the surety bond certified by the Insurance Commission, indicating the name of the project, the procuring entity, and name of contractor. Shorter bid validity and bid security validity period. Overlapping of pledged equipment and committed key technical personnel. Failure to indicate the validity of bid in the bid form. Late submission of bid. Failure to submit supporting documents, for example, certification of availability of equipment, negative slippage in ongoing project, negative 15% or more, or negative 10% in each of two or more projects, unsatisfactory CPES rating, incomplete pages of bid documents, either for technical and financial, for authority of the signatory to sign on behalf of the bidder. For single proprietor, signatory should be the owner or proprietor only. For corporation or cooperative, should be board secretary certificate and board resolution. For joint venture, should be joint venture resolution or agreement, and for partnership as indicated in the articles of partnership. That's all, sir.
Thank you, Engineer Barrera. To further elaborate or discuss on the technical aspect, may I call on the planning engineer, uh, Edwin Costes to this read.
Contract ID number 24AI0076. Contract name, Improvement of Road, Laoac, Pangasinan. Scope of item description. Preventive maintenance, asphalt overlay along road with a length of 1.892 km. Installation of solar LED lights. Approved budget of contract for EBC is 19,600,000. Contract duration 84 calendar days. Second project with contract ID number 24EI0077. Contract name, Improvement of Road, Sison, Pangasinan. Scope of work, preventive maintenance, asphalt overlay along road with a length of 1.892 km. Installation of solar lit street lights. EBC 19,600,000. Contract duration 84 calendar days. Contract ID number 24EI0078. Contract name, Improvement of Road, Villasis, Pangasinan. Scope of work, preventive maintenance, asphalt overlay along road with a length of 1.892 km. Installation of solar LED street lights. Approved EBC 19,600,000. Contract duration 84 calendar days. Contract ID number 24AI0079. Contract name, Improvement of Road, Alcala, Pangasinan. Scope of works, preventive maintenance, asphalt overlay along road with a length of 1.892 kilometers. Installation of solar LED street lights. EBC, 19,600,000. Calendar days, 84.
Thank you, Engineer Edwin Pentecostes. For the receipt and opening bids, may I call on architect visit? Please,
For the schedule of receipt and opening bids will be on February 13, 2024, 9:30 AM at DPWH Conference Room, Tumana Rosales, Pangasinan. And for the submission of electronic bids, Pangasinan 3rd at dpwh.gov.ph. And for the YouTube account for live streaming, https://www.youtube.com/dpwh-pangasinan-3rd. That's all.
thank you, architect visit. Are there more issues and concern before we will end this video conference? Sir Vladimir, do you have any question?
Kaya, morning po, sa
Okay. Yung municipal road siguro.
so we need yes, it's yan. So yung mga LED kasi napansin ko ngayon yung mga bagong na is maganda yung epekto. So why not distribute na yung sabi kasi niya parang sobrang traffic. Parang masyadong malalaki. Parang kita niya, parang billboard. So pwede naman yan, yes. Para mas marami sa ilawan nila.
Pwede naman po basta within the continuity.
Kahit yung magpas
Siyempre, yung,
Yeah,
yung,
so-
pre, yung di ba asphalt overlay yata yung po natin, main project natin.
pwede lumampas doon sa project site nila. Kung
Sir, pwede ba, kunwari asphalt, kung ito yung asphaltuhan, yung hindi, pwedeng lagyan. Yun pa yun.
within the try to parang diretso.
Maybe siguro yan dahil wala namang station limit eh.
Oo. So,
Pero wala namang station limit.
so yun lang sir. Kasi bukas, meron na naman. Palaban sana. Yung sa barangay Kapulan kasi next is 5 yung location.
Mga ilan po yung spacing mo?
Kaya na lang siguro kung saan tayo.
30 to 50 meters siguro, pwede po yun.
Pero anong barangay? Saan barangay natin? Walang specific
Wala
barangay.
pa po, wala pa po.
Yung isa para bukas kasi,
Siguro magpapatulong na lang po sa kanila kung saan yung priorities.
okay. Sige, thank you. Gano'n na lang sa reply na yan.
Yung yung schedule siguro kasi sabi niya, kailangan meetings for summer. Person, di ba? Do you still have any issues? Sir? It's the daily motion for during this preview conference. Review of the motion of Engineer Oscar Kerimit and duly seconded by Engineer David Palagaras. And no objection by Engineer Raymond Jones. I hereby declare this TV conference adjourned. Thank you very much. And thank you, Sir Vladimir, for attending this TV conference. Yeah. Okay. Yeah,